Namaskaram everybody, and so today we'll speak something about the food. Food is the most important thing which is happening in our life, because whatever the body that we are having right now is just because of the food, and there is no bigger science involved in that. So we make it too much complicated by thinking about proteins, vitamins, minerals, how much of fat, keto diet, this that diet, so much of complications, right? Now let us clear one thing. Now whatever the body that we are having right now is not made within a month, or or like even 6 months or a year or so, right? It take a lot amount of time for this body to come into this position. Or even for an example, if a weight loss happen, it just doesn't happen in a fraction of second. I mean to say, no, not in a month or two. It takes its own time to build up, and then when we are on a wrong track all the day, and then you suddenly see that the weight gain has happened. Now most of the time, let us look at the food pattern in this way. Now most of the time it is like this, that now our body, there are two people within us, or like there are two kinds, there are two entities who need a food. One is our mind and one is our body. Now एक को कहते हैं मन की भूख, एंड द अदर वन इज जो भूख होती है शरीर की. द बॉडी रियली नीड द फूड फॉर इट्स सर्वाइवल. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इट इज़ लाइक वी ट्राई टू satisfy our mind, and we go on, and then all the time, majority of the time it is like that. Suppose for an example, if I am driving down to my home, and then on my way to the left side there is a pani puri wala, that bhaiya which he's selling the pani puri, which is mouth watering, but make sure that when the food is, so before approaching the food, or even if the food, if it is in front of you, and then just ask a question, that whether this food which is in front of me is going to nourish me or not. Or you can even ask this question in this way, that the food which is in front of me is for whom I am feeding it, whether the mind want that food, or does the body really wants that food, right? So from inside, whatever the answer comes, like if the body says that yes, this food is good for me, because we know what is right, we know what is wrong, right? And there is I don't want to speak on that key, which kind of food that you should be consuming on a daily basis. We know everything, which is right and which is wrong, what kind of food is good for you and what kind of food is bad for you. So see that if a food is just in front of you, and if a question is asked that do I really need this food to be consumed for this nourishment of this body, then from inside, if the answer comes yes, then go and have it. But from inside the answer says that no, the mind is craving for it, then you should be strong enough to handle that. You should be strong enough to cut down that no, I'm not going to have it. Yeah. So that's very important. And then you should be quite successful in that to gain long-term health. Weight loss is one thing which you can address with this kind of an approach, but definitely if that willpower has to come. Now willpower can be built up with the rigorous activity. I'm not saying that you should do only yoga. You do anything, you go to gym, work out. You can have a different ways of looking at things, but though to be optimistic, to be open-minded, you can approach any workout. If not only promoting yoga, but I do promote any kind of healthy workout, because you just have to get out and then do some form of exercise. That's very important. Thank you very much.